47. Overall, good day. Work kind of went stupider than normal. It was unnecessarily busy for a Thursday. Like we hit numbers that would actually make a Saturday or a Friday look really embarrassing. So I hope that's not like a massive thing that's going to happen today. Although I heard that there was a lot of protesting because of Trump or something. No idea. I don't keep up with that garbage. Um, so apparently there was a lot of people just not at work today, or a lot of places were closed, so they were just like Taco Bell, I guess. Probably got a decent amount of responses from both the video, and I decided to actually promote it a little bit. I threw it up on Twitter and on my FA, and got some decent responses. And I guess activity is one of the things I've been wanting more on this channel, and just overall for the things that I have to talk about. It's kind of why I've been wanting to sort of hold back on certain topics and talk about them more in depth later, just because I guess I want to have more exposure. Like, this isn't just like, I mean, it sort of is like, a soapbox thing where it's just like I just want to tell people and talk with people. And it's one of the things I do the most, is that I love to chat and I love to just talk with others. Mostly about deep, kind of in-depth stuff that takes more than like 10 minutes of conversation. I've been having an ongoing one with my skill set and where I'm going to be going with a very good friend. And hopefully it's going to go a lot better because his recommendations are good, but I don't know how well I'll be able to execute them, as they require some in-depth schooling and big, hard, like... I've done college before, and it's just not my thing. I hate it. I can't stand the day-to-day, and I think it was right about the fourth semester I just straight dropped out because I was like, I'm done. I hate this, and it's like, if I wasn't even a quarter of the way through it, which is garbage, and like other stuff, I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna hate it. Not only that, it was the money. Because I was starting to look at like, I'm gonna have to start paying for actual college. Because before it was just community college, where just basic academic, and I was paying basically out of my pocket, and that was already a pain in the ass. So I was paying for this service that I was being shit at, and I don't feel like I was learning anything. Or I didn't actively feel like it. I felt like I was pushing back every single time. And I just eventually just went, you know what, I'm done. I'm just done with this. So the idea of going back to school, specifically a college course, is not too good. I'm always okay with trade schools because they teach on-the-job sort of things rather than just like, let's theorize this in a book or in a classroom and let's take notes and there's tests tomorrow. Not my style of learning. I'm very much hands-on, like let's do. And when we can do, I can learn and it gets logged to memory just forever. Even my boss, like, at Taco Bell was very, very much like, he thinks I'm, like, one of the smartest people he's ever known just because of how quickly I pick stuff up. And it's like, if I'm able to apply it and use it every day, it's like, of course it's going to get logged in my mind. But if I just look at it on a piece of paper and go, like, here, remember this in 10 hours, I'm like, unless it's, like, super duper crucial. And I guess that's the thing. But, we all have different ways of learning. What else? Yeah, I'm starting to look for a car. I'm still looking for the fursuit thing, and it's like, I've pretty much reserved that I think I'm gonna go with Made for You. And I still want to put, like, a down payment on them. But I also been looking around a little bit more hardcore for a car. And there's a couple of good ones that I emailed and texts people on Craigslist. So we will see. Primarily looking at, sorry, I just randomly getting like acid reflux or something in my throat. It's just been bothering me. I'm looking to get like an Accord, possibly no later than 1998, and I'm trying to get the V6 model just because the gas mileage difference is so mediocre, but the horsepower difference is like 80, so it's like it's a big deal. I have a shot at getting one for a 2004 model for about $1,000, and that'd be nice because the V6 has 220 horsepower and still gets 30 miles to the gallon on the highway. So it's like that'd be a good car. I'd have a lot of fun with that. What else? I think that's realistically about it. Oh, I played Fallout 4. Actually, let me see how long I actually played it for today. It doesn't actually say, it just says today. Oh, well. It usually tells you how long it took you to actually play. And you could all now see the the backlighting of my monitor and how much it helps this actual video. And I was just looking at Steam because it's just a dark screen. But I'm saying again. I need to stop that. But I have stopped that thing. I think that's realistically about it. I got a few things on order from Amazon. I got a new thing of work shoes, and I have a Bluetooth speaker, kind of like portable speaker thing. While I'm at work, especially like past 8 o'clock, they usually take their own speakers and they like add their own music and stuff like that. And not offense to anyone who loves mariachi, I'm kind of done with that. And when I'm working, and especially if I'm the one on the line, I want my damn music. And with the Wi-Fi and that, I'll be able to just play anything I damn well please. Because I don't really have much reserved on the phone anymore, because I've actually now, I think I didn't mention it or not, but I did. I formatted the phone just to get all of the data off of it and all of the extra music, and because there were times where it was still running out of space just after one video, and it's like, no, it's not recording anything higher than like 720, so it's like, where the hell's all the memory going? So that's that. But I played Fallout 4 for probably about 3, maybe 4 hours. I got home 2:30. Then I played till 6-ish. Started at 3, ended 6. Yeah, 3 hours. I don't know if I would actually call it an accomplishment. I feel like I should, but there's a little bit inside of me that I was sort of telling myself, it's like, hey, I'm gonna play Fallout 4 when I get home. And there was a small part of me that got excited about that idea, because I was just like, oh, I haven't done this. And it's like, alright, cool. It's like, I shouldn't have to hype myself up to play video games. That should be something natural and intrinsic, and just like, what should I do? I'll play some video games. But the fact that I had to like remind myself several times today sort of makes me boggle my mind, and I actually want to keep going, because I'm 25 hours into the game. I think it's around a 40-hour game. We'll see. I know that like actually Fallout 4 is kind of endless, just because there's no level cap, and there's always stuff to get. So I could realistically just side quest my way to do whatever the fuck I want. But it's like main story quest stuff, like, which I'm actually kind of doing. And I think after this, I'm at a very, very good part. I don't want to really spoil most of it, but it's got me still going on the main quest train, where I have like 8 or 9 side quests that I'm just kind of like, I don't care right now, because the main quest is really getting interesting. So it's like, I want to know, it's like, alright, now what? Now what? Now what? I don't really have desire just to go off and do stupid shit. But it's there. We'll see if I actually, if I get to a point where I'm like lame, and well, I'll go out and do some side quests, gain some more levels, and do all that good stuff. Anywho, it's about 7:30. It's up earlier than normal. I think it's, yeah, usually 8 o'clock when it gets that bright. Anyhow, catch you all tomorrow. Bye.